Imagine waking up from a dream where perfect geometric patterns unfold into infinite realities and wondering, what if those patterns aren't just in your mind? What if they're the actual blueprint of the multiverse? Hi, I'm Anduin Omari, and today we're diving into speculative science where sacred geometry meets the multiverse. This isn't settled physics, it's the exciting frontier where math, consciousness, and infinite possibilities collide. Stick around, because by the end you might see reality a little differently. Sacred geometry refers to the universal patterns and mathematical ratios that appear everywhere in nature, from the spiral of a nautilus shell and the branching of trees, to the proportions of the human body and even the structure of galaxies. Key shapes include the flower of life with its overlapping circles that contain the seed of life and Metatron's cube, the platonic solids, the Fibonacci sequence, and the golden ratio known as phi. Ancient cultures from Egyptians and Greeks to Aboriginal artists saw these not just as decoration, but as the language of creation itself, as above, so below. Science is catching up in fascinating ways. The Fibonacci sequence and golden ratio show up in how leaves grow on plants, in DNA structure, and even in the spacing of planets. In physics, we see geometric patterns at quantum scales. Think of the highly symmetrical E8 lattice that some physicists explore as a possible unified theory framework, or the Calabi-Yau manifolds in string theory that describe extra dimensions curled up in tiny geometric shapes. Loop quantum gravity and quantum foam also suggest lattice-like geometric structures at the smallest possible units of spacetime. Now here's where it gets really wild. In the multiverse, whether we're talking about the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics where every possibility branches into its own reality, eternal inflation creating bubble universes, or string theory's landscape of different physical laws, geometry seems to play a fundamental role. What if sacred geometry isn't just symbolic, but the actual mathematical scaffolding that allows these branches to form? Fractals and self-similar patterns could model how universes nest or branch infinitely. This lines up with ideas like inner layers of reality experiencing time differently yet feeling completely normal from the inside. Some speculative thinkers even draw parallels between the flower of life and holographic principles, where the entire universe's information is encoded on lower-dimensional boundaries, geometric projections of higher realities. In short, if the multiverse is built on mathematical structures, sacred geometry might be the visible echo of that deeper code. This brings me back to something I woke up thinking about recently. Dreams as a way we navigate, or even help create multiverse branches. When we dream, the usual mental controls drop away. We think more freely, make unexpected connections, and sometimes encounter vivid geometric patterns, or impossible architectures. Could these be glimpses into other layers, distorted experiences, or inspirations bleeding through from parallel possibilities? Ancient Aboriginal Dreamtime saw reality as an ongoing creative dreaming process, with abstract art acting like a mind hack to access those deeper geometric truths. What if collective focused thought is more powerful than we realize? Could training AI be like training new minds that help us map, or even influence this geometric multiverse? Picture this. You're sitting still on your couch right now, but you're actually hurtling through space at hundreds of thousands of kilometers per hour. Stillness is an illusion, just like the boundary between dream and waking reality might be. Sacred geometry reminds us that underneath the chaos, there's elegant order waiting to be recognized. Whether it's platonic solids representing elements, or higher dimensional lattices encoding all possibilities, these patterns invite us to think more openly and freely. So is sacred geometry the hidden code connecting our consciousness to the multiverse? Science doesn't have the final answer yet, but the speculation is thrilling and inspires exactly the kind of fearless thinking that leads to real breakthroughs. What patterns have you noticed in your own dreams or daily life? If you enjoyed this blend of speculative science and big ideas, like, subscribe, and hit the bell so we can explore more together. Until next time, keep questioning the geometry of reality. This is Anduin Omari. See you in the next layer.